Alright, welcome back to the second part of the study guide. Only two more questions, so we'll try to buzz through those. Negative 8 is increased by the quotient of a number, and 10 is 5. Excuse me, let me read that again. Negative 8 increased by the quotient of a number, and 10 is 5. So right here I have the quotient of a number and 10. Back in the study guide, we called that n over 10. You have to do it in the order that it's written. So if it says a quotient of a number, that number becomes the numerator. The second number that's written becomes the denominator. That's the number on the bottom. That's the way it goes. All right. So it says negative 8 is increased by that. So that means this has increased the number negative 8. So we write negative 8 plus n over 10. And then you say after you do that, after it's increased by that amount is 5. So that's equal to 5. Okay? So now we have our constants here, which are the negative 8 and the 5, and we have our variable term here, which is n over 10. So we need to get our variable on one side. I'd like to have it in the form n equals. That's my ultimate goal. N equals something. And how do I do that here? Well, I'm going to get rid of this negative 8 because I'd rather have this on one side. And I'm going to add 8 because that's the opposite of negative 8. I'm going to add 8 over here. These 8's cancel out. So now I'm left with n over 10, still hasn't moved, equals 5 plus 8. 5 plus 8 is 13. So now I have to get n by itself, so it's being divided by 10, so I'm going to multiply it by 10. Multiply both sides by 10. So now these 10's cancel out, and I have n equals 13 times 10, which is 130. You should check that. Okay. Number 12. Number 12. If a rectangle has a length that is 3 inches greater than twice the width, and if the perimeter of the rectangle is 36 inches, what is the length? Okay. First thing I'm going to do should be obvious. Draw a picture. A lot of confusing words. It's easier to organize yourself if you draw it out. Okay. So it says that we have a length. Okay. So we have a length that is 3 inches greater. So something plus 3. Right? Greater than what? Greater than twice the width. Well, I haven't defined the width yet, but I'll say the width is W. Actually, let me put that in brown, make it a little clearer here. The width is W. And then it says the length is 3 inches greater than twice the width, or 2W. Okay, so that's the length and that's the width. Let me put this here on the picture here. Width is there and there. And the length are these two longer ones. 2W plus 3 and 2W plus 3. Now, it also tells me one extra thing, that the perimeter of the rectangle is 36 inches. Okay? Well, what's the perimeter? The perimeter is the distance around the entire rectangle. The whole distance, if you were to walk that whole distance, if it was like your property or something, that would be the perimeter. So the perimeter is 2 lengths and 2 widths added up. So it's 2 lengths plus 2 widths. Right, and that's equal to 36. Well, we found out the length was 2W plus 3, so it's 2W plus 3, plus, that's one of the W's, plus another 2W plus 3, plus both the W's. And how long are the W's? Well, we don't know yet, so W plus W. And all of that equals 36. So now I want to see how many W's I have. I've got 2, I've got 4, I've got 5, and 6 W's. 6W. And then I have these 3's right here. 3 and 3. So that's 3 plus 3 is 6. So 6W plus 6 equals 36. Take away 6 from both sides, and I'm left with 6W equals 30, implying that W equals 5. Now I want the length, so I have to double the 5 to get 10 and add 3, which is 13. The length is 13.